Welcome back. My name is Dave, and this is Macaro Society, my N-scale layout. Good news. I got my hearing back. It seems that there was something lodged in my ear, which nobody could see until the swelling went down. And I had it removed in the ER yesterday, and my hearing is much better. So that's a good thing. So, what are we doing today? Well, I'm going to show you a quick time lapse of me drawing the blueprints or the plans for the Gaint Tiger store, and I'm going to show you how far I've got in the construction of that, and we're going to put the concrete brick texture on the bottom on two sides, because the building only has brick on two sides. It doesn't have brick all the way around. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to wait a minute, should it be here? There, sorry. I'll just try and edit that out, but I keep forgetting which camera is which. I've got so many damn cameras. So I'm just going to walk over there and we're going to get started. So what do we have? Well, you can see here's the layout. This is the foundation. That's the front wall. That faces the street. That's what I'm calling the front wall. This is the side wall where the entrance is. And this is the back wall where originally they just had this door and a small loading bay to come into the building. And this is the very back of the building that faces away from the street. These over here are the new loading dock. Excuse me, sorry. The new loading dock that was added in the last couple of years here. And this is what is for the sign across the front up here. So you can see. Now, how did I get to this stage? Well, the first thing I did was I took some pictures. And I showed you those pictures before. I'll show you again. So this is a picture that I cropped and enlarged to just get the front detail. So I have the number of windows and everything here. And then I simplified it so I could just easily see what I was doing. Then I took some tracing paper and traced, there we go, traced over it like that. Then I went to my drafting software, my graphics software, and redrew it so that it was an SVG. I'm going to just check to make sure this is in focus. An SVG file that I could then take to the laser cutter. Oh, hold on, folks. Where'd they go? I just had them. Oh, sorry. Here they are. And then I took this and shrunk it to this, which is in N-scale size. And this is laser cut out of MDF. And then along the front there's a series of windows. And I did the same thing, although with that I didn't have to trace. I could just measure, and so that's what that looks like. So where did I get in terms of building here? Well, here we are. So this is it with the walls and the foundation laid on. I'm not going to do the roof right away. I'm going to have to put some bracing along the inside here because the roof has to sit down a little bit. And so there's the front where this window goes. And then this is the entrance side. And what am I doing? I've got it the wrong way around. And this one's a very tight fit. There we go. And that goes in there like that. Now both of these are going to be painted aluminum. I've got to be very careful here because I'll break it if I'm not careful. Both of these will be sprayed aluminum and then glued into place. So the other thing I've just finished doing, and this is the loading bay. I'm leery of taking the clamp off. It hasn't been sitting long enough as far as I'm concerned. And then we'll sand this. I sanded these sides to get rid of you can see on the top where there's a burn mark from the laser. Well, I sanded them on my my disc sander, and got rid of almost all of it. And this little hole, if you're wondering, is a mistake. But it's going to be covered by siding, so it won't matter. I don't have to do anything about that. So what we need to do today now is, as I said earlier, the building has a concrete block facade on the front here, or on the entranceway and on the front here. And I just happen to have from, where was it? It was from, it was from the dairy, from doing the dairy. I had bought some, so so what we're going to do here is put a small bead of super glue along here, and this fits between the window and the ground, and so I want to make sure that I've got it lined up with the window. Of course, it stops at that door there, and then if I remember, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. And then one that goes like this. And I'm going to shove it over a bit, and I'll sand that flush once it's set up. And so then the one that's left to do is the one across the front here. Yeah. So this goes here, and it's flush. Come on. Now I've got glue on my hands, so it's going to stick. I've got to make sure that it's flush with the opening and not with the corner. I can sand the corner, but I can't sand that opening. And then the same with this one. like that. And then I'll trim that to match this one here. The building is a corrugated siding. And I keep a good stock of this stuff around because it's good for end scale. This is going to go on here all the way up, and you'll see it's not big enough to do the the whole side at once. It is big enough to do the ends, so that's going to be easy. I'll laser cut that. I'm going to laser cut this one here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to laser cut a strip that has a corner cut out of it here, and then laser cut another one with the corner cut out of here, and now that'll finish the front. And the back will just be simple. It'll be just two pieces that are cut and then trimmed to fit. The doors I'm going to cut, I've got a I've got a ultrasonic cutter that I can use to cut those doors once the siding is in place. I'll do the same on the front with this door here. All right. So the next thing to do is to take the calipers, and I've got 4 sets of these things, and I just ordered another set. It must be nuts to have so many things that measure. And we're going to, and you see that one doesn't fit, and that's why we have more than one caliper. I got a bigger one because I figured no building at end scale that I build is going to be bigger than this particular caliper. You'll see, you can see it's a monster. And so we're just going to go, oops, I'll be careful here. I got things all over the place here, and I need to, so I'm just going to make a note here on the pad, roof 234.35. And I want to do the roof down here at the 107.51. 0.51. So I'll go to the laser cutter and cut that out and have a roof ready. The roof for the loading dock is already cut and just needs to be glued on. So you know what? I'm going to do that right now. We might as well. We've got time. So, as always, with MDF, I use Eileen's tacky glue. This stuff is wonderful. And it is tacky. That's the one thing I like about it. Once you put it on something, it doesn't just slide around. It actually... So now I can just run a bead of glue along there. I'm going to clean that up. Glue some here. Glue some here. Here. I'll just grab a little bit from over there. Put it here. And turn it over. I want to make sure that it's flush with the back because, come on, loosen up. There we go. Get that out of the way, and then I can, and that's going to sit right there, like that. So you can see that it's like doing these buildings with the equipment I have is fairly simple. I mean, all these are boxes with, you know, that they're enclosed. It's a matter of getting the right siding and everything else. There is a sign that's going to go right there, and it actually sits out a little bit, so I'm going to put the siding down, and then I'm going to put the siding on this thing, and then put on the lettering. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I've got the lettering actually sticks out. It's not painted on both on the side with the window. It's actually sticks out. So I'm going to laser cut those letters. And on the front, which I just had a second ago, here we are. On the front, you can see it also sticks out. So it's the whole front is gray except for the sign. The sign is yellow. The side is halfway up is gray, and then the top, from the top of the windows up, is yellow. So that's going to have to be masked, and then I'm going to spray that with some Tamiya paints that I've got. So you can see we're making progress. Next week, most likely, I will have the all the siding on this. It requires me to take these drawings here and make the redesign them to make help the laser cut the plastic. So the laser can cut this one and this one. This one will be dead simple. It'll just be two pieces. I'm just going to split it in half and have it flat. And then, like I said, I will cut the windows. I'm trying to see if I will cut the doors here and here out after the siding is in place, because like I say, I've got that ultrasonic cutter, and it'll make quick work of that. This one is already is going to be cut out as I do it. So when I do the plastic for this, I'm going to have to make one that comes halfway. So I'm going to have to take this drawing, split it in half, do the measurements, and for this one. And the front's dead simple, because it can be cut right by the laser itself. I don't have to redraw that one. And the end, this one here, this is, I'll just take the loading dock and put it on here so you can see. So the plastic only goes to there on this one. So I'm going to have to just make this piece, and then this is just flat. It is the same. It's just siding, and I'm just going to have to go to these drawings over here, the two sides and the front and the back, and and just recut them in the siding as well, so that it's done. Usually what I do is I cut the front and the back, glue it on, and then I take another measurement to make sure that the plastic is going to go all the way to the edge and there isn't going to be a gap, or because sometimes they're bigger than or smaller than they should be, just because of the way the boards are put together. So I know this isn't going to be a long video, but with all of my medical problems that I've had in the last couple of weeks, I'm just getting back into really fully doing stuff. So I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. As always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and we'll see you next week with a new video as we progress. It'll be the third in the series. It's probably going to take 4 to finish it. In terms of the fourth one, will probably be actually putting it on the layout and doing all of the detailing around it, the static grass, the sidewalks, and the parking lot lights. All of that stuff has to be done still. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye for now.